Well, the number of shootings, deadly shootings, and shootings that injure people continues to rise here in Portland, and leaders shared their ideas in a meeting today.
It's a very important issue our Liz Birch has been staying on top of. She's been tracking the rise in gun violence very closely. Liz joining us live now. And what would the purpose of this group be?
Well, they're proposing the idea of having an oversight committee for police. And they say this committee would meet with police once a week to talk about the demographics of the people they were stopping and the outcomes of those stops.
On the gun violence as it relates to gang activity, you know, that we need to intervene in that, and where we can, we need to suppress and we need to interrupt.
Erica Pruitt is the Department of Community Justice Director and tasked with helping form this oversight committee. I spoke with her after the meeting.
I think that what we all have to balance is the interest of reform and changing long-held disparities and historic traumas with the need to continue to keep our community safe. And what's that balance when we do that? Because oftentimes when crime does increase, it has absolutely a negative impact on our BIPOC communities.
Portland Police Chief Chuck Lavelle says so far this year there have been 151 shootings, 41 of which resulted in injuries. He said 21 of the people injured were Black. He supports the creation of this new committee.
And I think, you know, some of the pitfalls we've run into with this work before have been, you know, the fact that it wasn't really, I think, communicated well. There wasn't a lot of knowledge by the community of who was getting stopped, why, what the outcomes were. So I think we can fix some of that with this potentially.
Mayor Ted Wheeler said in the meeting he wanted to take more time to consider the details of the proposal and wanted to make sure there are clear guidelines.
If it turns out that the stops data or the other data shows a disproportionality towards people of color, which I think it probably will, that's my guess, but I don't know that for a fact. There has to be the opportunity for an interaction between members of the committee and law enforcement to resolve or explain.
So again, this committee is really just in the proposal phase. We'll keep you updated on what happens. Something interesting that the DA's office brought up in that meeting is that often the same gun will turn up in 6 or even 8 shootings. So we're seeing it in several crimes, the same firearm. And Pruitt really wanted to stress this really isn't just about response. There also needs to be prevention, such as meeting with youth in our community. Live in Portland tonight, Liz Birch, KOIN 6 News.
Liz, thank you.